Alright, hey guys, what's up? It's Matt at Angle Precedence, and I believe, as I mentioned in my previous video, but in case you didn't see that, earlier this week I got the Razer Onza, and now I'm going to do a review for you and tell you what I think about it. Alright, first thing, here's the controller. It's a nice feel. It has like a rubberized texture, whereas the standard controller, it's kind of like uh, slippery kind of, and this one is nice, and it sticks, like, doesn't stick to your hand, but it stays nicely, and it's nice especially for people that like sweat when they game. I know it's pretty intense and stuff. And yeah, so there is the D-pad, which is individual buttons as opposed to the regular Xbox controller, which is one big clunky button. There are the ABXY buttons, which I don't know if you can hear that, but it basically sounds like a computer mouse clicking, and it's a lot closer to the stick, and I believe it has a mechanism called like hyper response or something, which basically means it basically on the internal part of the controller, it basically reacts differently, which causes it to it has like a faster reaction time basically. Here you have the main Xbox thing, and they actually moved the start and the select buttons. On here it's labeled as back, but it does the same thing as the select button. They moved it down here, which is I'd say a little inconvenient, but you get used to it pretty quickly, so I don't think that's that big of a deal. And here is the Razer logo right there on the side of the controller. Is pretty nice. It is a wired controller, but it's not like just like a cheesy like rubbery type wire. It's actually like, I believe it's, the technical term is braided, and so it's pretty nice in that aspect. I have heard that it, like, because it's braided, it can never get tangled, and so far I've seen that it hasn't gotten tangled, but I'm not sure about if that's actually 100% true. But yeah. Then here are the sticks, and if you can see right there, there's a knob under each one, which it tightens it if you turn it one way. Right now I'm turning it left, which is loosening it. I don't know if you can see that right there, but if I turn it back to the right, it makes it a lot tighter and have more resistance. I personally don't like it tight, but I don't like it loose either. I like it somewhat in the middle, so that's good. It kind of has the feel of like a brand new controller, whereas like once you use a controller for a long time, they get really worn down and loose and stuff. So there's that. And then up here it has the trigger and two bumpers. The one in the second bumper in the back is the normal bumper, and the first two up front right here, if you can see that, is the reprogrammable bumpers. They, and here, if you go to the back, you can see that there's a button. There's two buttons right here, which program the bumpers. Here, I'll turn this controller on. And another thing, when you turn on the Xbox, or when your controller is plugged in, and your controller gets on, the buttons light up. I don't know if you can see that. There might be a bad glare on the screen, but I think that's pretty cool. And then back here, you can go to the remap. So say I want to remap the left button, I'll hold that down, and this right here lights up and tells me what it is. So say I want to press Y, it switches to Y right there. Press X, A, B, etc. So I'll put it back to, what did I have it? I had it as had here. You could also put it as the stick. You know how you press that down. So I put it as the stick right there. You can use that to run. It's pretty sweet, I think. And then that's basically it for the controller specs. Oh, here's the port right here. Alright, now I'll get into the likes. Overall, I like the feel of the controller. I really like the D-pad as opposed to the normal D-pad. I like the sticks. They're a little bit higher up, which I think gives you a little bit more precision, and I like the fact that you can adjust the controller tension. Um, some people might find this as a negative, that it's wired, but I actually kind of like that it's wired, because this controller right here, my old controller, I used the battery pack that it's like a play and charge and play, whatever that's called. So there's no batteries, but the charge pack kind of lost its ability to like hold battery power anyway. So I basically ended up playing with it in the whole time, and with my Turtle Beaches, it usually made like a ringing, or it had like some kind of fuzzy sound when it was plugged in, because I guess of like some kind of interference or something like that. So basically, but anyway, like I kind of like the fact that it's wired because it requires no batteries, and I just hate batteries overall. Next thing I like is the reprogrammable buttons. I think that's pretty cool. Let me see if I can turn my Xbox off doing this. Oh, wrong one. Oh, fuck it. Alright, I like the, what was I gonna say? I like how it lights up. If I didn't say that, I think it's pretty cool. And I've actually noticed a pretty big difference in the, overall, mechanism that I was talking about in the ABXY buttons. I think it does make a difference, and it feels a lot more responsive and, stuff like that. Now I get into the dislikes. First off, I kind of dislike these bumpers up here. They kind of make like a clicking sound. I don't know if you can hear that through that. Whereas this it's a lot quieter, like you can't even hear that. But I mean, this isn't that big of a deal, especially if you have like the TV volume on, or you're listening through your headset or whatever. You don't really notice it that much. And the microphone speaker, I don't know if this is a generic problem, or if it has a lot of, or if it's just mine or whatever, but I've noticed that my microphone doesn't stay in that well in the controller, and I have to constantly keep pushing it back in, and it gets kind of annoying. But I mean, I can make it work, and you just kind of gotta deal with it and stuff. So I think those are basically my only dislikes. I mean, you basically, when you first get it, it takes a little bit getting used to, but it only took me about 2 days, and now I'm basically completely used to it, and it just feels like a normal controller. The back's pretty cool because it's just a flat back, and you can hold it really solid and stuff, and it's really light because there's no battery pack basically, and it's just like a little bit thinner and stuff overall. So overall, I'd definitely say this is probably worth it. It's only, this is the tournament edition. The standard edition, I believe, is basically the same thing, except it doesn't have the adjustable tension sticks here. So if you're going to get it, I'd recommend getting this one. And, so overall, I'd basically say it's worth $50. I mean, $50 is the standard price of a regular Microsoft controller, and for this one, you get a lot more. You get, like, the remap buttons, you get the adjustable sticks, the individual D-pad, the light up hyper response buttons, just basically everything, the sleek feel and stuff. So overall, I really like this controller. It's light, it's just pretty versatile, and I think it looks pretty cool too. So if you're looking to go buy a new controller, I definitely suggest getting this. It's the Razer Onza. I might put a link in the description for the website or whatever. And I hope I answered all your questions, and I hope you liked it. If you did, feel free to leave a like down below or leave a comment. I'm actually thinking about doing a setup video too, so leave a comment if you want to see that, and maybe I'll get working on that. So thanks for watching this, guys. I'm out.